5 years later, we can finally open 6 engines. Because now we have just enough keys, over 300, to get heavy Choppas. It's always fun going on a spending spree, so opening up 6 engines, having the best deck layout ever, and unlocking a bunch of other stuff. We got 50 more building health, gonna help out. This one really between mortars and cannons. I think either is fine, but for long term, probably mortars is best. And of course Seekers, might use them in some of our attacks, not too much cause no one's in training. And of course a second Sky Shield, really buff with that flare change. And the one and only Heavy Chops. Essentially getting everything at 6 engines, because now our next steps, whether we rank up or not, is saving for 7. Whenever they make seasons like this where you have to get nearly everything at 1 engine before even unlocking it, it's a big pain. Because right now if we don't rank up, we just waited 5 days for what? So now we'll go make a new base and try a few attacks. Now whether it's good news or not, the best attacks are likely gonna use a few boats of Seeks. Especially on any base with just 1 engine on one side. Since we have Cryo Bombs and Tiny Shocks, 1 boat can still get the job done. So here we'll take a bunch of HCs on the right side, maybe 1 Seeker over here, and we can just do, well, even 2 lasers might work on the right side. You know, to be safe, we will just take 2 lasers. Essentially doing HCs over here, clearing some buildings, going all the way in the corner, and then dropping lasers really late just to do damage on all the other buildings. And that 1 Seeker we can do like Cryo Bomb for those mines, even 4 Tiny Shocks. Should have the GB. Sparky will still take our critters and try it out. So doing all our HCs here, can get that boat of Seekers. When it gets pretty close, we'll do 1 Cryo Bomb, and like we said, 4 Tiny Shocks. So really got to make sure that that 1 boat kills that engine. Then on the right side we'll do 1 flare, move the HCs across. And maybe right now we can start dropping the lasers. 1 boat of Seekers takes on this engine. And just gotta make sure the mortars die on the right side. That rock in the left might be a bit annoying. But we can do 1 more flare in just a bit. Get that going right now. Just really want to make sure those lasers stay alive. If they die then, it is sort of over. So plenty of heavies on the right side, now just saving GB for Cryo Bombs. And lasers look like should mostly go on the right, so get the Cryo Bombs going right now. Some HCs on the left, which doesn't really matter. Maybe just do a few medkits, because really it's the shock launchers and sometimes unlucky rocket fire that's gonna kill them. 1 more Cryo Bomb and a bunch of this junk. And even those 2 boats of lasers are putting in some good work. Just keep on doing medkits, and all those heavies. Because before it was just whatever heavies you had, and that's it. Now if you have 5 boats heavy Choppas, you have like 50 heavies on the field. And then here just, I guess, a bunch of critters. Way easier attack than before. The time you can argue isn't super great because 6 engine is going to take longer. But it is a miracle, not losing many lasers and finally doing easier attacks. And the way we attack that base should be how we attacked most of them. Just doing any Seekers on the left. If there's 1 engine, can do 1 Seeker. My rule of thumb is 1 boat per engine. And at least on these 5s, literally all our GB just to make sure this Seeker takes that ER out. And on the right side, there's no real rush. Using just Choppas to take down a few buildings, especially nasty splash like mortars. Because no matter what, you gotta have whatever lasers you bring to stay alive. Heavies are mainly just for all out meat shield plus a chops. And then later on, they do a bunch of damage. We barely used any GB towards the back end, but as long as you have those heavies keeping lasers alive, should be okay. And it's not terrible using just a few boats of Seeks, because maybe even no one's in training can still get a few attacks in. Here we got this guy, nearly maxed out 6 engine. He's got shock launchers, flames, boom mines. And we'll do attack on the right side, at least on this base. 1 HC, and we can do 3 lasers. And then we'll do 4 Seekers on the left side. 3 for these 2 engines, and then 1 later on for this one. More Seekers because since the lasers don't have a bunch of range, we need other ways to get these engines all the way on the left side. So we'll start on the right here. Have to worry about that mortar, so maybe we can do Sparky a bit to the right, then lasers a bit under. So 1 HC and Sparky, and then get the lasers like this. Just hope the mortar doesn't be super annoying. You know what? We'll kind of let it go. And if you want to be super safe, I guess you can use a tiny shock. So now we can start doing some Seekers on the left. So just 3 boats right here. Again, want to use mainly tiny shocks, so get maybe 3 going on this side. And on the right, once this engine is down, we do 1 flare with the cryo bomb. 1 more Seeker over here. And we have some more GB, so keep on doing those cryo bombs. 1 on the left side. We'll do a couple with tinies on the boom cannon. And on the right, it is a bit dicey. You want to do a medkit really soon. And just barely have those lasers alive. But as long as these Seekers get the job done, shouldn't be too bad of a time. We'll get some more critters here, maybe 1 more cryo bomb. And now just need the lasers to speed up. We did lose a few, and I guess the Seekers are still alive can help out. But the time is just on how fast these lasers can finish off this stuff. Luckily when they hit the shield, they do more damage. So not getting too bad times. 246. As long as they don't have rockets, you can use this style, taking advantage of Choppas and Seeks. We'll check it one more time because a lot of bases are like this. Again, it's just using 1 HC, a few lasers on the right side. GB was kinda tight, so if you can avoid shocking this mortar, better to do so. We got a bit lucky, so if it's really bad, I guess you just have to use Tiny Shock. And then just kill this engine, then flare on the top side. Looks like we might have messed up with how we did our cryo bomb. Because essentially the lasers get the right 3 engines, and then use Seekers for the other 3. Use 3 over on this side because don't have to worry too much about other buildings. And do just a few Tiny Shocks and 1 cryo. And that's the on the right side. I guess we could have done one of Sparky's critters, because the shock launchers did hit lasers a few times. Otherwise, because of Tiny Shocks, even 1 boat of Seekers can take a full engine now. Just gotta make sure you throw them. And then it's just a matter of the top lasers getting everything down. We did get a bit lucky with some of the left Seekers surviving, but it wasn't really close on time, so maybe it shouldn't matter too much. Of course, he only had 100 building health, so just gonna take a bit longer with 150. Now we're not immune from pure Seeker guys, like this guy's already at 7 with 200 troop damage from beating us. But in these, we can try using our own Seekers to get a decent time. Maybe we'll do like 2 heavy chops and then 6 Seeks. In this base, most of them are gonna go on the left side, so we'll have to delay. Could be a few boats on the right. It's annoying because like all our machine guns are over there. We're looking one more time, maybe just 3 boats and Sparky, and just flare that corner to take down this engine. 5 Seeks for the left, and see how it goes. So Sparky 3 HCs, flare all the way in the corner, and then just drop the other Seeks on this side. We'll do a few cryo bombs because he's trying to hide those mines. And maybe 1 more flare later for Sparky and whatnot. We're just trying to make sure Seeks don't hit any shock mines. So keep on doing cryo bombs, we'll do 1 more flare right here. And again, cryo bombs, keep on going. You don't have unlimited GB, so gotta watch out. And could even use 1 cryo bomb on the right side. But first we'll just save from the left. We'll get 1 more cryo bomb here, should take account for most of them. And now we can do maybe like, in fact just a bunch of critters. Trying to get those to take down that engine. And on the left we'll do a few more Tiny Shocks because those Seeks are dying. And just hope those heavies are fast enough. It is taking quite a while, so might need some more critters pretty soon. Right before Sparky gets shot. Doesn't seem like a terrible time because getting almost 3 minutes. Though if it's a loss, it's okay cause 200 troop damage, not much we can do about that. I know a lot of people don't care to learn Seekers, but at least in these bases with not too much defense, if you can't beat him, join him. We don't really have time to cover a full Seeker guide, but at least on these 7s which might have a bunch of engines sort of kiting everyone on the left side, do like we did. Drop 3 boats of heavy chops, even though they took the longest for just 1 engine, still gets the job done. Doing cry bombs, trying to space them out so they kill more shock mines than usual, and then just let everyone go. So those are our attacks for right now, heavy chops and Seeks, and now our next steps is, again, saving for 7 engines. We can maybe try pushing next few days even while unlocking no tech, because we know it's possible. But we only have 1 week left, and a lot of this stuff at 7 is pretty expensive. So I'd rather save all of our keys for this, rather than going back for some other stuff in the back end. So let me know how you like heavy chops now, and that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.